Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be going over the all-new Subaru Solterra. This is Subaru's new fully electric SUV that they're creating in conjunction with Toyota. It has two electric motors, which produce a total system output of 215 horsepower and then 248 pound-feet of torque. And in terms of the range of this vehicle, it's going to have about 220 miles of range, roughly. And so with all that being said, let's just hop right into the video. So let's hop into everything. So first off, you guys can see the side profile there, and I'm going to give you guys a better view of the front at the end of the video, but this is kind of like a closer up view. You guys can see the headlight design, pretty interesting. If you guys are wondering, this is being built alongside Toyota. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure. And so you guys will notice a lot of the styling looks very similar to what you have with Toyota. And this isn't Subaru's first time doing this, because, you know, the BRZ and Toyota 86, same exact concept. But yeah, you know, obviously closed off like most electric vehicles, got that kind of cool futuristic design. And like I said, I've got a better frontal view at the end of the video if you guys want to kind of see it, what it looks like. Something I thought was interesting is like the plastic cladding they had around the wheels and everything. It's massive and it's interesting with the design on that. And then you can see the EV logo there. Notice the mirrors are blacked out. But yeah, the plastic cladding they do on this is just, it's massive. It's pretty interesting what they went for stylistically. I don't want to know what it costs to replace it if it breaks, because of how uniquely shaped it is. And then you can see the rear end. Again, looks pretty good for an EV. I really like the shape of the tail lights. It's interesting how the front end's kind of flowy, and then the rear end just kind of like is very edgy, if that makes sense, right? There's a lot of sharp edges with it, so it's kind of interesting to see how they went from a design standpoint. And of course, the back was locked, but the front was unlocked. Interior-wise, you guys are going to notice a lot of Toyota switchgear with this vehicle. So you guys can see from the mirrors to the window controls, right? A lot of that, you can see Toyota in it, door handle, seat functions, and then the seats themselves also, look at that, just straight out of Toyota. I think they look good though, overall. They've got power adjustments there on the side. You guys can see pretty basic with the pedal layout down below. But you guys can see there's not a lot of Subaru here on this interior. You've got the Subaru logo on the steering wheel. The steering wheel itself is very interesting looking. Like, I've never seen anything quite like that. And then the gauge cluster is also very interesting. And then infotainment system, you guys can see, you know, large screen and all that kind of stuff. And then you can see like stop start button straight out of a Toyota, all the switch gear down here also. And, you know, looks like it's pretty straightforward. I thought that would open, but I don't think I pulled it right or something. Anyways, panoramic sunroof there at the top. And yeah, overall, very interesting looking vehicle. And, you know, I think it's good that Subaru is building this alongside Toyota, right? It'll help keep costs down, and you know, they'll both build a great vehicle together. And then I want to show you guys quickly the charging cap, this whole area right here. And yeah, you know, interesting. All I got to say is it's an interesting looking vehicle. And then I thought that you could open up the hood part because it looked like it was kind of like slightly open, but I guess it's just because of the panel gap there. So that was another thing that was kind of funny. Interesting video by Ben Hardy. But yeah, here's kind of like the better front view. So yeah, it's pretty interesting from a stylistic perspective, but there you go.